Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So USC's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. The Trojans have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Averill. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the...
Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Acker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But David, in pass...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Trojans! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Complete downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
They kick it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Already turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Acker. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right.
It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to find another play. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick 6.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Bring in the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Acker. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Grab near the marker is Acker. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Can't get him to the ground.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Averill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Trojans will punt this one away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. It's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. He's got his man. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. He leaves it with his back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll go to the counter. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Creates a little room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains in their stop at the 41. And the Trojans are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21, Oregon, 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. With the catch, it's Averill. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield very late in the half. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Nice move there. At the 35, he's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Give to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got room to work. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Trojans are on the move. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last.
There he goes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Run it with the fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finding an escape route. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. It's a reverse. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running the red zone. It's Averill. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, let's not make football hard. Quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. To the ground to try to move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
First down for the offense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Second down.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lets it fly. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught over the middle. It's Acker. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Averill. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Acker. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Power football with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Going to the run. It's April. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, USC.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
To the air on 1st down.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hickman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Here on 3rd down. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Acker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's third down.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Turning it on! And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Ducks send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Hickman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play to pad the stats. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.